Good morning, Mustangs. Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, and it's an S6 day. The SAT word of the day is hedonist, which means someone driven by pleasure. For lunch today is chicken Caesar salad. On the show today, we have a story about a student in engineering, so sit back and relax because NHS Update starts right now.
Good morning, Mustangs, and welcome to the show. I'm Rory Kerr.
And I'm Jake Mannering. Let's get started with some announcements. The Library Lunch Book Club will be meeting next Thursday during all three lunches. The meeting will discuss The Unlikely Hero, Room 13B by Teresa Toten. Copies are available in the library.
Now we bring you a feature story about one of our very own NHS students. Sophomore Jade Perry is the only female in the Period 3 engineering class and told us what it was like. Freshman staff reporters Neo Gaetano and Christos Georgilopoulos bring us the story.
Sophomore Jade Perry is part of a team of students who created a robotic vehicle in the Engineering 1 class.
So we're building a rover that will go down Nickel Street to the Cleveland and back up.
The rover is part of a capstone project where teams of students are tasked with figuring out the best way to design and build a roving vehicle that could be operated remotely on a planet like Mars.
A lot of the groups have similar tactics, but I feel like our group is trying to find different ways to execute different things.
And while each group will probably take their own unique approach, it's actually Perry's group itself that is a bit different.
I didn't really expect to be the only girl, but being around a bunch of guys, you'd think you'd be really separated, but like we're all like one, which is pretty cool.
Perry's the only female in the Engineering 1 class, and she's only one of 6 in the entire program. Engineering teacher Dr. Mike Crowley says women are underrepresented in the fields of engineering, and he hopes students understand that problem solving has no gender preference.
So all the students are given the same task, but they all have different solutions, which to me is like the best we can do in education because they should be expressing themselves. It's really, what's great about it is it's a form of intellectual property because it's their own ideas.
And while Crowley and Perry will tell you that the Mars Pathfinder rover project can challenge students' ability to be creative, they both agree that people shouldn't be afraid to take the class.
It's actually easier than you may think. Like there's so many like technical aspects to it, but once you do it once and you know what you're doing, you get in a role and you roll right through.
So one of the misconceptions that students have is like, oh, I could never do that. I don't have a creative side. I could never be a problem solver. But once they learn the content, they realize, oh my goodness, not only can I do this, I'm actually very good at it.
Right now, Perry and her team are putting the finishing touches on their vehicle. She says she's glad she's in the engineering class and she's enjoying the experience of working with her team.
It's pretty amazing. Like the dynamic of my group, like the 3 guys I work with, they're like my brothers now, like they're amazing. So
Perry's engineering team will be taking their rover to the street later this month to see if they measure up to the goals and objectives. Keep an eye out on school social media for pictures of the event. Reporting for Mustang Magazine, I'm Neo Gaetano.
Thanks, guys. For more stories like that, be sure to check out the most recent edition of Mustang Magazine. Now, here's Allie McDonough with your Sports Update.
Good morning, Mustangs. I'm Allie McDonough here with your Sports Update. Yesterday, boys tennis and baseball won their games against Westwood. Girls tennis, volleyball, and boys lacrosse all lost their games. Today for sports, everyone is facing Dover Sherborne. Boys tennis has an away match at 3:30, while girls tennis has a home match at 3:45. Also at 3:45, baseball and softball are away. At 4 o'clock, girls lacrosse have the home game, while at 5:30, boys lacrosse have an away game. That's all I have for today. For more Mustang Sports content, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UstangSports and check out ustangs.com. Now, back to the desk.
Well, that's all we have for today. Don't forget to check us out online at mustang.media or hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
We'll see you next time. Have a great day, Mustangs.